Hi everyone, this is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop, and in this video we're going to look at a relationship between two men, Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin. We're going to see how these two relate to each other and how things will develop between them. Okay, so I'm using my Fortune Teller deck, Fortune Teller Lenormand deck. Okay, shuffling the cards. Let's see how these two interact and what's going on between them. Okay, so I'm going to do Donald Trump on this side and Vlad on this side. Interesting. So we've got Fox. Whenever I talk about Donald Trump in a lesson or in a reading, I always see the Fox card as Fox News. Okay, but it also shows someone who is very self-serving and smart and knows how to survive. Foxes they have to look after themselves. Now we've got the coffin on this side, which is a bit of a block card. Boxed in, blocked in, frustration, stalk, new beginnings, travel, changeable. And so Donald Trump is sneaky but changeable, and also it could be traveling. I suppose he has to travel to meet. They have to travel to meet. Stars. Stars is to do with spreading out into the world. The internet could be internet information as well. In Lenormand, the stars usually means kind of like social media too. Hopes and dreams. Bear, power, aggressive. It's interesting that the Russian symbol is the bear as well. Luck. Seems pleasant. I mean, these two seem to have a pleasant vibe about each other. Lucky, hopeful and lucky. So Vlad feels hopeful and lucky after he's feeling boxed in. Perhaps he was feeling boxed in the early stages, but seems more comfortable now since Donald Trump's been president. Rider, information. Rider means messages, information. And then we have a block on Vlad's side as well. What a mixed bag of cards. They're almost schizophrenic, these cards. Holding on to what he's got. So Donald Trump is messaging or communicating because he wants to hold on to what he has. But the message doesn't seem to be getting through over here. And then we have the fish, money and plenty. What a mixed bag of cards this is. Okay, I'm going to have to break these down because this is just a real challenging reading. Okay, so Donald Trump is smart and foxy, cunning and self-serving. He's changeable and he can travel back and forward, bring new ideas. He's powerful and dominating. Sometimes could be aggressive or overbearing. He's communicating. He's messaging, getting his message across. And he wants to stay put, wants to stay where he is. Vlad felt boxed in the early stages, but he has hopes of opportunity, but he also is feeling blocked as well. But there's also, again, opportunity. So it's very mixed bag here. Now, if I pair them up, Donald's self-serving ways have not progressed with Vlad. He's changeable and there's opportunity. He's overbearing or powerful which leads Vlad to feel kind of lucky. Maybe sees this as a positive. Donald wants to communicate, which sort of gets a bit blocked on Vlad's side. Donald wants to stay put, and there's something about money and opportunity again. So it's a very mixed bag. Like I said before, it's almost a bit schizophrenic, this kind of combination here. Okay, let's look at what the tarot cards want to add to this jumbled combination of cards. Okay, so now I'm going to do the tarot cards. I'm going to use the gold tarot cards, gold sky these are called, and with keywords. So again, let's see if these give us more info about Donald and Vlad. So Donald, moving around, on the move, lots of communication. Vlad. The moon can be hidden information, can be moody, but it also is in the shadows. So it's almost like communication and movement, hidden, clandestine. Law and victory. The justice card could represent law, legal things, laws. There's offers here. Seems to be some sort of offer again. Trump side again. This is Donald Trump, so we'll take this as him, the King of Cups in this case. So sensitive, emotional, moody. Okay, Vlad's got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords traditionally is not a woman that is friendly towards men. And if you notice, she's turning her back on this as well. So it doesn't look like, if they're trying to do some sort of deal, it doesn't look very easy. So it's almost like information is hidden. There's some legal issue, some sort of offer put across. Donald is wanting to be, the King of Cups is usually about being receptive, sensitive, but then the Queen of Swords is turning her back. This is more like a bit of an angry vibe. Conflict, argument, disagreement, the Knight of Swords, and then we have conflict. Oh, okay. So it looks like whatever they're trying to do isn't going to work. It's almost like these two are not going to agree. It's not gelling. The cards are not gelling, and neither did the Lenormand cards. It seems like these two are not uniting on whatever they're trying to create together. It's very subconscious as well with the moon. It's very hidden, clandestine, foxy, with the fox card in the Lenormand deck. But it does show conflict here. So I'm not getting a feeling of partnership or you working together on anything. It's just very messy, the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to try some more cards and see what they say. I'm now going to try some black and white vintage. These are Lenormand, but they're actually an old version of Lenormand, so they are different to the modern version. Okay, we'll just see what they want to say about this whole jumbled, emotional, confusing relationship between these two men, these two world leaders. Okay, this is Donald Trump's side. Competition. Okay. Competition. Birds fighting. Protection. So Vlad's got Sort of like he's looking out for his own people or his own needs. Reflection. It's very moon-like again. It's very subconscious with the reflection card. First thing I thought here was Twitter with the birds flying. Twittering, communication. The owl is wisdom. So Donald Trump is having to be smart and strategic, I would think. Slow and steady progress with the snail climbing up the hill. Farmer. This is kind of like Donald Trump having to look after his own people. Farmer sort of suggests to me that perhaps he's trying to use some information, knowledge, wisdom to make his people happy. Perhaps he's going to say that he's had a victory and he's going to help the farmers. And over here we've got Vlad sort of looking after his people, protecting his people. This can be media and social media, putting out information on Twitter and Facebook and things like that. There is a desire to benefit from this, but it seems unclear. Lots of talking. This is the good news card, and again it's Twitter. So information. Gosh, what a mess. This reading's responsibility. So if Donald Trump feels responsible for his people, perhaps farmers in particular, or his base. And then Vlad has got rescue. So it looks like Vlad will help in some way. Rescue. So he may need help or he may want to help Donald Trump. But it's very confusing. I think the rescue and the good news could be information put out on the internet. I've got the birds, which suggest internet too. But it's not an easy flow between these two men. There's a feeling here of like multi-dimensional, kind of like using each other for their own purposes. There's not a feeling here of helping each other because they care about each other in any way. It's more like, what can you do for me? And again, it's very schizophrenic vibe. It's just bits and pieces of everything. So I would imagine both of them, because of the politics of their own countries, are trying to bend and twist things to their own favor. But I don't see these two working together well at all. They don't seem to be harmonizing in any way, and they don't seem to be supporting each other in any major way. It's all very sort of back channel. It's almost like, I'll help you out if it helps me, but otherwise no. Okay? This is Paris Debono of the Fortune Teller Shop.